Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheese YouTube imposters, commentators, or trolls. Kathy went home. I thank her. She gave me $12 for cat litter. I went to Target. I paid the $30 in the Target bill and got cat litter, 70 pounds, which you can see on the chair in the bed, and supplies. Came home and I wanted to go to the post office, check the mail, but my body said, no, you're not. So pushing that cart down the street was difficult. And I come home and I'm just sore because I'm bent over and I'm on the bike. It has no brakes. I have to hold on to it and all that. So Kathy understands her Blu-ray player. And this morning a jerk of a troll came in. Do you know there's video showing you beating Kathy in Napa years ago? And I wasn't beating Kathy. So. And Kathy said it in the video today. Again, for about the 35th time, I don't beat her. I've never hit her. Except we play like Laurel and Hardy sometimes. But we get silly. In the car that anybody can see. We're just doing that. So, she went home. She's happy. And thank you to the new subscriber. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. Hope you can get your friends to become subscribers. Remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month. And here are the channel numbers: 1,404,351 views, 19,001 subscribers. Excuse me. It's very nice and sunny out there right now. No rain till the 25th, according to the Weather Channel, but it is windy, and my voice is still going. The beautiful and lovely Fluffy is in the bed. Little girl was waiting for me when I walked in up to the courtyard, meowing at me the whole time. So, Bolero no longer has the Irish cream creamer, much to my sadness. And I went to Target. Now I'm going to 2 Targets. I can't find my Hershey chocolate creamer. They don't make the Irish cream, apparently. I'm going to have to call them again. So I had to buy something else. And all they seem, I talked to the guy working there, he said, yeah, all we seem to get is, we get a lot of hazelnut, which nobody buys. So nobody wants to, they have some kind of sweet creamer. And I looked at a Dairy's brand of half and half. It was $6.59. I did a short video, and I'll do another one on something I found at the Bolero. I don't know if this is, I think this still has something in it. Okay. This is basically dinner. Oh, that's that. Okay. We have a can of homestyle turkey dinner with garden greens and gravy. This is 79 cents. The price has dropped on this stuff finally. This has been as high as $1.19 at Safeway. So I have one for little sweet girl, and I will give one to tiny one. Good and Gather Target's brand half and half ultra pasteurized, half cream and what? Half milk, I guess. Contains milk and cream. Okay. And we have 4 cans of Denison's original chili. The stag chili they had has jalapenos in it. My stomach can't handle it. Kathy went home, and I put a bag over her Blu-ray player box, and she now knows how to operate it. And I said, if you I can't figure it out, give me a call. We have pineapple chunks, and we have another bottle of honey from a hot tea with lemon. And on my bagels, because my voice goes, and I need a hot tea with lemon to keep my voice going. And when I'm coughing and stuff. Hold on, this is not cooperating. It's fighting me. And we have cellulose in here. My wallet. Wallet is heavy. We have 2 other things in here. And we have another can. The other can for tiny one. When I have more money, I'll get Mama Cat and Kitten this. I'm sure they'd like it. Another can of chili. And then we have a bunch bit of this. I had a huge bag of mild cheddar cheese. It was $7 shredded. These are $1.99, so this is sharp cheddar. So I will use those. on what I got in the bag here. We had a bottle of Snapple, Peach Snapple, the official drink of the guy from Pittsburgh. Hint, hint, Snapple Company. We have some plain bagels. These are $1.99, the best bargain in there, cheaper than bread. And then finally, the last item in the bag, the giant, or not giant, but the big heavy bag of russet potatoes. I like red ones if I can get them. Now I'm blocking. Oh, one other thing, I forgot. This was the only bottle of peroxide they had in the store. The shelves are empty. And I put this down on the shelf next to the automated scanner, and it tipped over and broke the top, but luckily it did not break. 99 cents. I talked to the guy working there. He said, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. He says, weird. The expensive stuff we have no problem getting. The cheap stuff comes in and it disappears as soon as it comes into the store. It gets bought. And amazingly, at the Pleasant Hill Target, oh, I got one more item. That hurt to bend over. Ow. A lasagna with meat sauce. So that's it. They had, in the drug department, they had lines and lines of shelves with plastic doors, and they were open. But everything in this particular Target is locked up like Fort Knox. Almost everything. The allergy things and other items and women's products and it's amazing. They did have the peroxide open, and they had, but I don't know what. But I went down the aisles, and every aisle has doors. They were open so people could get stuff, but I guess the pharmacists or the clerks get too big, or they're stocking. I saw a lot of guys stocking stuff in the store. But I said, the guy told me, and we talked for a while, and he said, a lot of stuff never gets here. He said, he's pointed out to the top shelf of the creamer, that's been empty for 3 months. So maybe they're having that supply side again. I don't know. Let me look at something. This says distributed by Target in Minneapolis. And it doesn't say where it's made, so I don't know. They're Great and Gather, they're store brand. So, I slept all this stuff home. Tonight I'll be finally, Kathy gave me the incentive. She washed my sweats and I love my kitty cat UFO shirt. Hello, Bellamy the cat and all the other cats, and hello particularly to Penelope the cat. Top Cat sent me a picture of her. She's looking very cute today. And hello, Bellamy's owner, who is looking for sweet creamer for himself for a change. And love all the kids. No rain, no rain, no rain. It will not rain according to the Weather Channel until the 22nd. We're going to get a break. And yesterday I went up to feed the cats. I could feel the sun beating on my back. It was really nice. It's windy, but and I was coughing a little day because I'm still being affected by all the grass pollen. All right, let's see if anybody's in chat. I don't know. How do I get to my video? All right, hold on. We will see if anybody's in chat or not, other than evil trolls. Okay. Well, I got that right. 4 people are watching. I get told by the Geark, you need to do it at a set time, when the problem is my body determines when I go out. If I'm not feeling well, if I'm coughing, sneezing, my ankle hurts, my knee hurts, my foot hurts, I don't go out. But, oh, there he is! There he is, Pizza Pony. Hello, Pizza Pony. Cellini, molto bene. How you doing? Oh, hello, mate. Well, that's Australian, but that's the best I can do at a moment's notice. Let me shut this thing off. Be quiet, George. Okay. And the guy said that Trump was on a list of whatever that guy was who committed suicide but may have been murdered in his jail cell of pre-births, and that's not true. I looked in Fox immediately after I kicked them off the channel. Not true. Kathy's not beaten by me. Kathy has done 30 or 40 videos where she said, I don't beat her, I never beat her. And she said, frankly, if I ever did, she'd leave me. So, and after 7 years come this Halloween, I'm used to her. I'm not going to beat her. I give her a big hug in the elevator. So, if you don't have creamer in the UK, I guess you use real cream. I couldn't believe they went $6.59 for half and half this dairy. How you doing, Pizza Pony? I love the little logo. It's very cute. The little pony. Can't see what it is, but it's cute. Let's see what happens if I click on it. No, it just tried to hide you, and I don't want to hide you. You are a good person, a loyal channel watcher. So, you'll have to send me an email. Yes, well, that wasn't my British accent, you know. Oh, there we go. That's probably closer. I say, old man, you know, go down to Baker Street, consult with Mr. Holmes and Watson on a case for MI5 that we cannot solve. Inspector Lestrade is out of town on personal business. I heard that he was perhaps in the casinos of Monte Carlo, but I do not confirm it. So, that's the way it goes. Yes, I want to go to London one day. I was at Heathrow Airport when I was 10, never got to see London, so it's on my top things to do. If I get enough money, I will travel to London. Just me, not Kathy. I will go to London. And then they'll say, we know you, we watched you on the telly. I'm still waiting for that telly TV. Now, I did a short video on my iPhone. I'm going to do another video on the biggest ripoff I've seen in Valero, in the Valero store. I looked the price up. I got to see how many you get in a bag. But my jaw dropped. I bought 2 of them. I would normally not pay that price, but I'm nostalgia. You'll see that later. But the prices, I was talking to the guy working the truck. The prices are outrageous now. It's incredible. And he said, I keep marking them and they keep going up. Nothing's going down with Bidenomics. And right now, if you like election results, for fair and honest election results, we have Red Eagle Politics. He's right now discussing the Georgia elections. I watch every Trump speech. I've watched almost every Trump speech since he announced for president in 2016. And I agree with Red Eagle. They should have had Trump give the rebuttal to the State of the Union, because what he said on Truth Social was hilarious. That tastes weird with the last remnants of the Hershey chocolate. So, I think Trump should be king. We don't have a royal family. We wouldn't have all that drama. And I got to ask you something. What's with the one that's disappeared, Kate Middleton? What happened to her? Kathy said she had an operation, but she's gone off the radar. And I need a scorecard. I need a spreadsheet for the royal family, because you can't keep track of who's married to who, how many children they have, who's next in line. I understand there's a tiny beagle that's next in line somewhere in there. I saw the cutest little dog today. A mini Pomeranian. It was this big, maybe. And the woman had a full-size dog and like a Shih Tzu and this little baby Pomeranian. I saw from the balcony. Said, Kathy, come here and see this sweet little dog. And the lady saw me and she said the dog was like 14 years old, but it's so tiny. It's smaller than my cats. A dear friend of mine, Stuart, his mother had a Pomeranian that was very sweet. Long gone, but she loved everybody. She had they developed problems with arthritis where they can't climb on the bed and stuff when they get older, which is sad now. What's going on here? Half through the year we're supposed to have a general election. Well, how many generals do you elect in the UK? That's an interesting subject. You got the Labor Party, and you got the other guys whose name I can never. They're not progressives. I can't remember the other one. They're always fighting. I think they should have a special channel for watching the British Parliament and maybe the Canadian Parliament. They're a little more civil, but the British Parliament goes at it. They and they have that guy with the wig. They're still wearing the wigs from 300 years ago. And he got to gavel and say, "Oh, you're not allowed to say that. This is the British Parliament. We must have decorum and order here." Canadians do that too. I'm surprised they aren't biting the owl. Now, the best one to watch, you want to watch Battle Royale, steel cage deathmatch stuff, is to watch the Taiwanese Parliament. They'll literally get out of the chairs and start attacking each other. They'll bish the cops. It looks like that movie where they go to the bar and they're fighting with the vampires, they have fist fights, and all of that. It's incredible. It's like the biggest John Wayne fight you ever saw, and the place is like pure chaos. We'll have like 40 and 50 legislators beating each other up. It's funny as hell. I don't want to be a member of the Taiwanese Parliament. So the Tory Party, yeah, they're still Tories. I wonder how many of those are descendants of the Americans who left to go to Canada because they supported King George III. It's funny, I never heard about King George IV. What the hell did he do? You hear about King George? He was quite mad, Although I don't think he was saying that they say. But you never hear about KG4. KG5 sadly died of cancer, seemed to be a good king. He loved his people. He went out amongst the people, the first king to go out and mingle with the folks, I think. Good king. And I believe his wife was the Queen Mother of Queen Elizabeth. I like Queen Elizabeth. So, liked her little dogs too. And we had a dog named Louie. She had Dobermans at one point, and this was a descendant of one of the litters of one of his dogs. My mother got one of Queen Elizabeth's puppies. I miss him a lot. I got him when I was 10. Louis Maximilian something the third. I used to know his full name. But I had a British royal dog. She edited a picture of her and her family. Well, if I were in that family, I'd be editing the whole picture out. I don't want to be in this picture. You crazy? No, I don't admit to being a member of the royal family. No, I'm a member of the royal pudding and jello family and royal, not jello, gelatin. There, I remember that family. Maybe the Uniroyal Tire family, but no, those royals, they're all crazy, Oh, we keep paying a lot of money to maintain them, and they're all cuckoo. It's like it's the biggest soap opera. And I have watched excerpts. Sorry, I can't talk. My tongue can't even hurt my mouth. I watch excerpts of the royals, and it's like Downton Abbey or that one they did at the time of the Titanic on Masterpiece Theater. And it's funny to watch because it's like, can't tell another royal without a scorecard. And today on this show, this one does this, and this one does that, and this one's abdicating. And, and I don't think that Edward, if he was the right name, and Wallace Simpson, I don't think he would have been a good king anyway. So the one that took over, who stuttered, he was a decent man. I haven't seen that movie yet. And one movie I haven't seen is the Godzilla movie, which won an Oscar for special effects, the first Godzilla movie to ever win an Oscar. And I'm looking forward to go seeing the Ghostbusters movie. So I miss having a dog. I'm about, given the state of my bad knees, I woke up Saturday, Sunday, and this morning I'd put the ice pack on my ankle. My ankle and foot swollen, and I'm in pain. I can't take care of a dog. Unless the dog can pull me like a sled with wheels. I get me like Australian sheep herder dog or a Malamute, a couple of Malamutes. Then they can drag me around, but it will scare the hell out of the cats when I go cat feeding. Or a Samoyed. When I lived in Oakland up the hill, amazing at the time I didn't have crutches, I didn't have a cane, I could walk up the hill under my own power that paid. And these two Smoyles would come into the fence, and I would pet them, and the owner would come, "What are you doing, my dog?" So, "I'm petting them. What's for love? And you don't give any because you're a grouch." And then I would buy them doggy treats and give them doggy treats, and they loved me. They would wag their tails. Everybody else, they barked at, but me, oh boy, that's the guy who gives us stuff. But they were very sweet to me. And I said, you shouldn't have these dogs. You should give them to someone who gives them lots of love and cuddling. You don't deserve these sweet babies. So I don't know what the Tories do. And I'm not sure what Labor does either. I'm trying to remember what Winston Churchill was. The greatest man probably of the 20th century. Probably one of the greatest prime ministers England had ever had. And after the war, they treated him shabbily. Thank you for helping us win the war and keep Britain and the Commonwealth alive, but now we'll kick you out and have this other guy come in. And I thought that was terrible. I think he came back as PM later. He won an election, but Winston Churchill was amazing. I have some of his books on my shelf. And that's a guy I would love to have met, but he wouldn't like me because I don't drink much. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Prime Minister. I'll have to drink my peach Snapple while you knock down the brandy and the cognac and all that hard stuff. A little sip I can take, but not a whole lot. So, yeah, who would I get? John Candy is lost. Not John Candy. John Goodman is lost. Sorry, John Candy is dead and missed. John Goodman has lost a lot of weight. Maybe Danny DeVito. Oh, he did a hilarious thing with the Oscars. He and then Arnold Schwarzenegger came up and gave. Oh God! See, I hate this. I can't remember anything. I just looked at the story this morning. Batman. Who are you? Which Batman were you? What is your name, Batman? Will the real Batman please stand up? Oh my God. I think it was a Batman with the girl from Australia, Nicole Kidman, but I can't remember his name. But they gave much crap, and Danny DeVito said, he threw me out the window. He was the Penguin. And Arnold said, he tried to kill me. I was Mr. Freeze. It was very funny stuff. What the hell is his name? Boy, that's bad. You just cannot remember stuff you knew like an encyclopedia when you he was in the Flash movie recently in a thing and playing Batman and Michael Keaton. I think that's his name. See, it came to me, but it takes a while. The gears are rusty. They're very old gears. They creak a lot. I can hear them, and the Snapple lubricates the gears, but they still get rusty. So. Yeah, people have said there was a movie about me, but the problem is I can't remember stuff about my life, A Forgotten Life, the life of George Senda, the real, the authentic, the original, the guy from Pittsburgh. So I want to see that Ghostbuster Freezing Solid or whatever the hell it is. And I don't know if anybody's running Godzilla. I understand it was a big hit. I love Godzilla pictures, but I didn't like that one with Matthew Broderick. No, that was a phony American crappy Godzilla. I say, except only the Japanese-made Godzillas. No crappy American Godzilla movies for me. And I love Godzilla. So, hold on. The last movie I saw at the theater, well, it wasn't a current movie. Because I like, and now that Kathy's gotten that Blu-ray player, when I pay off all my debt, have the cats go to that, and move to Las Vegas to have my own Blu-ray player. I was lusting over Sony televisions today at Target. The Sonys had no price on them. And I didn't have time. I barely made the bus. I have time to ask the guy. They had 65 inches and 75 inches, but competing sets. I think a 65-inch Samsung, which will not buy because they're against right repair, was about $559. They had some 32-inch non-4Ks. One for $129, which I'm tempted to get to hook it up here so if I can get an HDMI splitter for my Mac Mini so I can watch Blu-ray. Actually, I put my Blu-ray player under this table because I could copy all over. have it along here so I can see what's on the Mac Mini, so I don't have to stare at the screen too much. Move this stuff, and that would fit perfectly right here. But the only movie I've seen, I went before the pandemic to the Century Theater. They had North by Northwest on a gigantic screen. I think it was IMAX, and it was incredible. I don't go see movies because I went into Target today. My first question is, who the hell is John Wick? This guy, they did a video. I can't remember the name of the channel, but they make all kinds of parts from movies. They made a suit, John Wick suit, and they made a thing, a real bat signal that works. I've always loved Batman, but the ones in the movie would not work, and they made this gigantic bat signal with water cooling and giant LED lights. It only works under certain conditions. You have to have certain cloudiness or certain fog because you can't see the bat signal. And I watched that today and I subscribed, so that was great. But I like watching, particularly when my knee starts hurting. Now, this morning I took out Rio Bravo and I put it in the Blu-ray player for Kathy. Kathy goes nuts when I watch John Wayne because, oh God, there's John Wayne again. I love John Wayne. I knew John Wayne, and you better listen up and listen good, Pilgrim. I'm going to keep watching John Wayne. If you don't like it, you know where the door is, woman. Yo. It's the best John Wayne I can do. But spent the day with John Wayne, my hero. So I'll probably go, if the Godzilla movie's out, I'll go see that, and I'll go see the Ghostbusters thing. There is a new video that comes out. The two guys claim, but the picture is very grainy. They claim they found the plane in the ocean. And there's been a number of videos on that, and some guys say it looks authentic, it looks real. Others say other witnesses at one time said, natives said they saw a white woman and a guy, and they were beheaded by the Japanese and buried. And of course, they've always said that she was doing secret spying for the U.S. government, flying from island to island, many of which were Japanese held, and she was taking photographs. I don't know if that's true or that's just rumor, but it is one of the great mysteries of aviation. The other two great mysteries of aviation was what happened to Wally Post and here we go again, trying to remember the name, Will Rogers, who crashed, I believe, in Alaska, and what happened to the congressman who, Boggs, who crashed in Alaska. They've never found the plane. Alaska is a dangerous place for bush flying and flying in general. And Boeing is having problems. A plane yesterday fell a number of feet. I haven't watched the video on it. And about 50 people were injured. Another United plane, another Boeing, the wings started peeling like you would peel a pastry. It started curling, and people were freaking out. And Boeing's in trouble. Alex Jones mentioned Boeing today. I didn't look at that either, but Boeing's in deep trouble. They already been investigated for the plug that came out, and I'm surprised there are any Boeing whistleblowers telling what's really going on at Boeing. This is a great aviation company that's having major problems. And if I go to an airline, first thing I'm going to ask, is it a Boeing plane or an Airbus? Because if it ain't an Airbus, I ain't getting on it. So, I spent the day when he was filming Chisholm and they were playing poker and drinking. And kid, you're the designated sober guy around all us old drunks. I just sat there quietly, was afraid to say anything for fear it would offend John Wayne, my hero. I have watched not all of John Wayne, but a sizable amount. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 John Wayne on Blu-ray. And my goal before I die is to have every John Wayne movie ever made. And then one day I'll do a John Wayne marathon. If I ever have a house, like a 9-bedroom house, and have a giant TV set in the yard, it will be the Pilgrimania. Invite online friend, maybe fly pony from the UK to the US to Vegas, and we'll sit there and binge watch John Wayne for like a month and a half. Won't bathe. we won't change clothes. We'll just sit there and be smelly and watch the Duke. I'm kidding about that, but just 24/7 John Wayne. The neighbors are complaining. There he goes again with that Rooster Cogburn stuff. Not the second film, which I didn't care for that much, but True Grit, High and Mighty, Sands of Iwo Jima. Not so much The Conqueror, and other films. Jet Pilot, no. Yeah. But, and I think Chisholm was the one where, with the great, help, I gotta stop trying to remember names. Richard Boone. And the tagline is, every crook that met him, what, you was dead? And I've seen McClintock about a million times. The Quiet Man, great movie. And there are other ones. And stuff he did in the 40s. And They Were Expendable, a John Ford film. Donovan's Reef. And the very strange Otto Preminger movie, In Harm's Way, where John Wayne plays an admiral. Based on fact. During, and after Pearl Harbor. So there's a lot of stuff out there. I love Back to the Future. Kathy hates it. And I want that train. Hell with the DeLorean. I want the train. I thought the flying train was the coolest thing ever. And I guess it's powered atomically. Probably cold fusion with the doctor. So don't ask me to remember his name, because I don't remember his name. But and that mall sadly is going downhill if it's not closed entirely. The Twin Pines Mall, the actual mall, may be going out of business, where they filmed the great parking lot terrorism scene. So I love those. I've watched. I don't think I have those on Blu-ray, but I've seen them a number of times. And I feel sorry for Michael J. Fox, who got Parkinson's or something like that. Horrible disease that ruined his career. He did a show where he was a mayor at Spin City and didn't last long. So, yeah, Back to the Future. I want to go back to the past and talk to myself. Don't do this. Don't make this mistake. Don't do anything wrong or bad or criminal. You know. Buy Apple at 15. Buy Wendy's at when it went from 4 to 45, when they had an initial public offering. And I said, they only got one restaurant in North Carolina. Never heard of them. They're never going to make it. Big mistake I made. I could have bought money. I could have bought stock. Kicking myself to this day. And then there's Microsoft. That's a whole nother. My mother would give me $1,000 to go to Albuquerque to work for Bill Gates. I'd be a billionaire. I'd own YouTube. Be the George Senda YouTube company. And we wouldn't have censorship except for creeps and all that. Oh, by the way, very weird story. Not politically correct. Warning, warning, disgusting note. I did not look at the video, but according to this video I saw in the title, that cannibalism in Haiti, and then my jaw dropped. I'm hoping that's not where the zombie apocalypse is going to start, because those people are poor and starving as it is, but cannibalism, that's getting real. We sent troops to Haiti for some reason, embassy or something, but cannibalism, that's creepy. And my only question, I'm making a joke out of it, what wine goes good when you're a cannibal? What do you have, red wine or white or Chardonnay or Riesling or Chablis? What wine do you drink when you're eating people? You know, that occurred to me when I saw that story. And what wine would go good with person? You know. So I wish I could get rid of these stupid hearts. So by the way, I don't know of anybody in Labour or the Tory party that seemingly has ever had a job in Parliament. All they do is run for office like we do here. So I'm not, and it used to be at one time all the British PMs had scandals. They had prostitute scandals and escort scandals, and in the 60s, spy scandals. They had lots of British spies that were going over, that were secret double agents for the Soviet Union. I remember that as a kid. Lots of intrigue in the British government. And don't ask me. Harold Macmillan is, was a Canadian. I can't remember if he was British. I think he might have been Canadian. But they had Profumo. That was another sex scandal. The Profumo affair. That guy. So to dredge these out of my brain, I would read these things. What the hell is going on with England, and why are they having constant scandals? Now it's the royal family all the time. It's like it's like watching your own free television. One of those things on Pluto TV. And today, the next story is Queen Elizabeth dogs, and while one of them had illegitimate puppies. Next on the royals, I suspect they were neutered or spayed, though. So, British politics have always been strange. If I could only own one car, no, I want the Echo One, or the updated Echo One that we saw in the trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Popsicle, or whatever it's called. That looked cool. That's been updated with all new stuff. Imagine if you took that car and put the guy from Pittsburgh on it, pictures of me and Art Bell and George Norrie and Rush Limbaugh on the Constitution, and what are you doing? I'm going to do a paranormal story. It's a UFO landing. We got to call UFO busters, Gray busters, alien busters. So show up at a crop circle and have a picnic. Let's have a party and barbecue at the crop circle. I want the Echo One. That would be great. Yeah. Now his comment disappeared. That was strange. I scrolled down and saw the comment and it's gone. By the way, one problem with the Mac Mini and Gmail, I try to scroll down to read a comment on my Gmail and I can't go to the bottom. So. Hey, there's a thought. As a kid in Pittsburgh, my brother-in-law took me to a demolition derby. They had Cadillacs, they had Imperials, they had Lincolns, they had ambulances, and those were demolition derby cars. And I thought they were, and Rolls Royces. How about we have a demolition derby with an Echo One and the Back to Future DeLorean? Who would win? Probably the Echo One because it's got to be heavier. I've seen a lot of older ambulances in Oakland for sale from the 50s and 60s that are of that vintage, the Cadillac boxy military ambulances or converted funeral cars turned into ambulances. I would like that, but the problem is with Cadillacs of the 50s, there was a great video series on the Cadillac, and the 50s and later on even, I had a Chevy that only got 10 miles an hour, 1979 Chevy Caprice. I loved it with a 450 V8. Got 10 miles an hour, but it had power. I drove it to Reno and it was like, brrr. It could have kept going. If it ran on a mountain, it would have gone straight up in the air about 500 miles. But it 10 miles a gallon gas. It passed smog. I missed it. Some guy hit it. A cab hit it and killed it. So, that'd be fun. Yeah, DeLorean and the Echo One. DeLorean would be hard for me to get into because it's kind of cramped in there. Jay Leno does these Jay Leno's Garage, and he had a guy with the DeLorean made up like the Back to the Future car. But fat people do not sit in bucket seats well. And I don't know what I weigh now, but the last time I went to the doctor, I weighed 308.5. high weight when I fractured my knee was 375 pounds, so lost a lot of weight. All right. I think I need to put this stuff away and go feed the cats. Sitting down on the bench when I got home, I fell asleep for a second, so my body is saying take a nap. Fluffy's on the bed. I don't know where the little girl went to. She cries when I go cat feeding. She thinks I'm leaving her forever. She's so cute. And now I'm officially broke. Spent all my money. I got another funding source coming in soon, but I don't know when it's going to come in. And the evil PG&E, after paying $57 a month since last June, they told me I wasn't paying enough. So now I got to fight to get my bill paid up, but I have no money to pay my electric bill. I don't know what I'm going to do. And now my leg is hurting. I've been sitting here too long. My right leg calf muscle starts hurting. That's why I have to periodically get off this chair, and that's one reason I don't do as many videos as I could, because I start getting in pain. Well, thank you for coming in. I'm always happy to see you. I wish more people would come in. And remember, you can hit the like button, get your friends, neighbors, and coworkers to subscribe. Let's scroll down and see. KCRA, very windy around Sacramento. Pollen count is tree pollen is very high in Sacramento. Rain. It's raining in Sacramento. Scott Peterson, represented by Innocence Project. Letitia James, still with that stuff. Red Eagle Super Tuesday, 2 live results. Will Trump crunch tonight? And let's see. Trump gains, Biden falls, didn't move the needle. Audit the Fed, says Rand Paul. So Rand Paul is going out to the Federal Reserve Bank, which I think should be eliminated. Let's see what else here. GOP effort to stop illegal aliens was blocked by the Democrats. They want them to be voters, Democratic voters. Drywall killer, I don't know what that is. And Liz Cheney hiding evidence from January 6th, so we know she's a traitor to the Republican Party and to Trump. And Robert Hur resigned as some kind of prosecutor on this whole Biden business, where Biden's not competent enough to stand trial, but he's competent enough to be president, which is nuts. And Hacksmith, that's a channel that makes all these devices. Hacksmith, looks like they've got a Martian invader they built. So HACKSMITH, Hacksmith Incorporated. And a tornado warning in Jacksonville. I'm just going down the list here. They built a giant bat signal. That was a great video. They said the one in the movies doesn't work, so it would never work. So the way light gets shined. All right. Thank you, Pizza Pony, for coming in. Hello, Bellamy, Oscar, Penelope, Oreo, Harley, Marty Cat, and Top Cat, and Bellamy's owner, who is looking for a place to sleep with all the cats, taking over every available sleeping area. Have a great night. Get your friends to like and subscribe to the channel, and join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you see content nowhere else. I'll be publishing 2 videos later. I got one video on the biggest ripoff I've seen, the gas station liquor store lately. My foot is starting to kill me. So I have to go. Thank you for coming in. Have a great night. Click the like button and watch the skies. This is George Senda, a guy from Pittsburgh. Thanks for watching, and thank you to my new subscriber. Bye. Pizza Pony, and I will catch you next time. And don't take any wooden shillings. Bye bye.